Hey, if you're a busy woman and you've been under a lot of stress lately, stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about self-care for busy women. So I'm going to be covering the best habits to relieve a woman's stress levels and give you some simple daily changes that you can make to your current routine that will have a great positive impact on the way that you do self-care and manage your stress from this day forward. If we're just meeting, my name is Sandy Riggenbach, and I'm a health coach specializing in stress management and gut health. I work with stress professionals and parents who want to start losing those stubborn pounds and get their energy levels soaring so they can find their joy and purpose again. So on this channel, I give you weekly tips on how to improve your health and develop a positive mindset so that you and your family can have a healthy foundation for success in life. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon so you get notified when I upload any new content.
Okay, so let's talk about what to expect from this presentation. So now keep in mind that this is part one of a two-part series. So look for part two on my YouTube channel later this week. If you're watching this video later than that, I will attach the video link to the second part of the series in the description box below. So let's dive into it. So if you're dealing with a lot of emotional stress and it's affecting you physically and or mentally, it's really time to stop dealing with your stress, and it's time to really start taking action to reduce it once and for all. Even though stress is common, it doesn't mean it's normal. So there's a reason, doctors ask if you're stressed when you go in for like other ailments. It's because stress is so closely linked to your physical and emotional health. So today we're going to learn what you can do to help reduce your stress, and how to start like daily rituals and create habits that are good for your mind and body. Now, if you haven't already taken advantage of my 5-day Healthy Habits Challenge, click the link in the description below so you can get access to it. It's free. This free challenge will help you break through the areas where you're feeling stuck in your day-to-day routine. And it'll help you create new sustainable habits to bring you greater success in your weight loss goals, your health, your family, even your career. So by law, I have to say this, I'm not a doctor or mental health professional and cannot be held liable for the information written here. This information is meant to provide, just information to help you relieve stress, burnout, and overwhelm. So for medical assistance, please seek help from a medical or mental health professional, and especially, before making any dietary or lifestyle changes. All right, let's talk about creating daily rituals in your life. So sleep is an integral part of being a healthy, energized, and well-adjusted person. And it can also affect the amount of stress you have. Not sleeping well or enough only makes your stress worse. So it's like a compounding effect. You may struggle with attaining quality sleep because of your stress, which then causes sleep deprivation, more stress, and, the cycle continues. So you need to stop the cycle now by shutting off your phone at night, by starting a new nighttime routine, or you can try natural sleep aids. I much prefer, if you can, try to do this naturally. And, we can go into more depth, like if you're interested in really getting some great sleeping tips naturally without having to take any sleep aids, check out my YouTube video titled Benefits of a Good Sleep Routine. That'll really help you. I gave some really good pointers on that too. So check that video out. So a healthy diet can be tremendously helpful if you deal with daily stress. Daily stressors are generally, out of our control, but you can reduce and manage the effects of common stressors by eating a diet full of fruits and vegetables, lean meats, healthy fats, and whole grains and fiber. A well-balanced diet provides the nutrients your body and mind, really need to handle stress as it comes. I know I struggled with getting in the recommended fruits and vegetables into my busy lifestyle. And it wasn't until I started using Juice Plus that I really started getting more energy, curbing my cravings, losing weight. To me, it was the easiest solution to getting over 30 fruits and vegetables into my diet, without me having to worry about shopping, washing, chopping, storing, all those fruits and veggies. I just didn't have the time to do it. So if you're struggling with this, I'll leave a link in the description, for you to check it out. All right, let's talk about going outside. So being outside, it's wonderful for your mind, body, and spirit. just fresh air in general, fresh air, vitamin D from the sun. It's important. Like, they're just vital for like reducing your stress levels. Being outside can bring you motivation and inspiration, just help you relax and unwind and give you an opportunity to be in nature and, just put things in a positive perspective. I mean, when was the last time that you were able to get out of the house or out of the office and just simply enjoy nature? Try eating outside during your lunch break, taking your dogs, on an extra walk, during the day, or just simply playing in the backyard with the kids. It can really make a big difference in how you're feeling. I know one of my clients had a really difficult time breaking away from the office, and she started using light therapy. So she purchased a lamp and placed it right on her desk at work. And she instantly noticed an improvement in her mood and her stress levels. So if you're having difficulty, getting some extra sunshine too, I'll leave a link below so you can check out like which one she uses and which one she really got benefit from. All right, let's talk about trading in your coffee for tea. So caffeine, unfortunately, is going to make your stress worse, as it really can help increase the stress hormone called cortisol. And if you know anything about cortisol is really a factor that affects belly fat. So it's really dangerous, and the belly fat is the dangerous kind of, fat to have. So if we can decrease this would be optimal. So if you drink like a lot of caffeine from like coffee or soft drinks, you don't have to give it up completely, but like try switching, to tea for at least like one of your cups of coffee each day. And if you can switch to green tea, which adds additional health benefits, even better yet. Green tea has like antioxidants. It supports weight management, improve brain function, helps to balance blood sugar. And, also it's been shown to help prevent, cancers too. So it's a win-win. And then you want to gradually increase the low caffeine or no caffeine beverages you have, so you can replace the caffeinated beverages, that you're currently consuming. So increased water intake throughout the day really, really, really helps. So you want to try to aim to drink like half of your body weight in ounces every day. So let's make this easy. So for example, like if you weigh 200 pounds, you want to aim to drink at least 100 ounces of water every day. Now, let's talk about reducing technology and social media. So have you ever noticed that your stress is worse on days when you spend a lot of time on Instagram or Facebook? It's because social media is full of drama or like political debates. There are people that several hours, 3 to 4 hours a day is what current studies are showing that people are spending on social media. So this is really impactful if you're really filling those 3 to 4 hours out of your, 24 hours a day full of drama or political debates. This adds a whole lot of stress, even if you're unconscious of it. So it's really, really important. It can really be toxic. It doesn't help someone who's already dealing with a good deal of stress. I know a lot of my personal clients struggle with social media from the aspect of their self-image. So like when you're scrolling through Facebook and Instagram, like you're sometimes unconsciously automatically comparing, your body, your life, and your success to like what's posted, so like you kind of like, it's like, look where so-and-so has traveled to. Look how skinny and perfectly dressed so-and-so is. Her family photos are always so perfect. Her kids are poster kids. What's wrong with my kids? Look at her house. Always so organized and clean. I live in a pigsty. If only my spouse and kids would help me around here. Everyone has this perfect life. I'm so sick of my life. I'm so sick of struggling with my weight. I'm so sick of not being able to afford an exotic vacation twice a year. I'm stuck, stuck in my life. Now, I know that may have been like a bit dramatic, but does any of it sound familiar? So now is like really the perfect time to start cutting back on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like in any other like social media sites that you frequent. I know this is a rough one, but consider taking a 2-week vacation from all of your social networks. Wait, breathe, take a deep breath. Yes, you can do it. Do it for your mental and emotional health. I know when you take a vacation from comparing yourself and your life to others, you can really connect back to who you are, like what your dreams and desires are again. It's like really liberating and freeing. So comment below if you're up to this challenge. Are you on board? Are you going to be shutting down your social media for the next 2 weeks? Like, I'd love to know your thoughts on this. All right, let's dive into a nighttime self-care routine. So self-care is amazing for you and can really help you relax each day. So if you have a lot of stress at work or home, give yourself a few minutes every evening that are just for you. I know that's difficult when you have young kids. Trust me, moms, I have been there. But this is really, really vital. Listen to calming music, meditate, practice mindfulness, write in your journal, draw or paint, take a bath, or just do anything that relaxes you and helps you feel at peace. You can check out my video here that goes into some amazing ways that you can nourish yourself without food. So I really cover some ideas in there as well. So let's dive into some small daily changes that you can make that will help you manage your stress. So guided imagery is a simple meditation technique you can use to be more optimistic and visualize your hopes and dreams, and it really only takes a few minutes each day. So this meditation is typically provided by someone else. So you can use the visualization techniques at like any time, when you want to relieve stress. When I work with my clients, I take them through this guided visualization technique, and it really helps them connect with their dreams and desires and connects them to the feelings they'll be having when they achieve their dreams and desires. So it's been proven that, guided imagery and visualization techniques like work wonders for achieving goals. In fact, like a lot of famous sports stars use guided visualization like before their games. So they imagine themselves like already winning that game, already basking in the joy and the exhilaration of winning. They've already overcome any obstacles before they even begin the game, so it's very empowering, and my clients have had incredible breakthroughs. So if you're doing this on your own, like you want to create a mental scenario that puts you into a peaceful, calming environment, like laying on the beach, walking through a mountainside, or in the garden of wildflowers, whatever's going to give you peace, And if you have like a specific goal or dream that you want to achieve, imagine that you already have the results you want. So in the visualization, what does that feel like? Like, take the time. What does that feel like? What do you see? What do you hear? It's very, very powerful. So some healthy daily habits to consider are, so eating a healthy, well-balanced diet, consider adding Juice Plus into your daily diet routine to boost your fruit and vegetable intake, getting regular exercise. So if you don't have time, to go for a 45-minute gym routine, break up your exercise into small, manageable chunks. So take a 5-minute power walk, in your work building. Park further away from the building. Take a flight of stairs instead of the elevator. All these small things really add up to make huge positive impacts on your health and achieving your fitness goals. Next one is avoiding unhealthy habits. So we all have them, and most likely we also know about certain things that we do that aren't in alignment with the goals that we've set for ourselves. So for instance, if you're looking to lose, say, 10 pounds, you already know that venti vanilla bean frappuccino isn't helping you achieve that goal. And if you're like me, you probably have multiple unhealthy habits that aren't serving you well right now. But don't go and try like changing all of your unhealthy habits at once. You're like going to set yourself up for failure, so trust me on this. I speak from years of experience. So instead, you want to choose only one unhealthy habit to focus on. And once you have that taken care of, changed, you have it triumphed, you got it, then, and only then, do you start working on the next unhealthy habit. Okay. So you've got this, just remember, true impactful change, it takes time. Okay. So give yourself the gift of allowing yourself time to make these healthy, positive changes in your life. The next step would be to make sleep a priority. I know we've talked about this a little bit, but you want to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. So you might have to work your way up to this. If you're currently getting only 5 hours of sleep each night, suddenly jumping up to 9 hours is going to seem really daunting. So increase in increments, like just slowly work your way up to it. And then getting rest every day. So let me tell you, this one was a huge one for me. During a very stressful time in my life when I was taking care of everyone else, literally, but me, I had to actually schedule in rest time into my day. And I had to change my thoughts regarding rest. So I had to change my thoughts from like rest is lazy to like rest is vital, because I was literally on the verge of burnout, and my body was physically shutting down from the loads of stress and the commitments in my life. And, I had to face the fact that if my body shut down, I wouldn't be able to care for the people and the situations that were depending on me, So there are times in your life when, situations arrive that are really out of your control. You have to kind of buckle down. You have to get the job done, so to speak, and then there's situations where you bring on the stress onto yourself, and in life, like we need to learn to recognize these times and learn how to effectively either delegate the stressful responsibilities or be able to ask for help, so asking for help is not being weak. Let me say it again. Asking for help is not being weak. I remember during one of my daughter's hospital stays, we were there for 2 weeks. Thankfully, that was before COVID hit. I was the only one able to stay for her, and care for her during her stay. And, if you've never had the experience of sleeping in a hospital, let me tell you, you don't sleep, and since my daughter was only 4 at the time, every medical decision, anything related to her care had to go through me. So I was fortunate if I slept more than an hour straight, and after a week of this, I finally had to reach out to close family and arrange for them to visit during the day, for a few hours. It wasn't every day, but it was, it was a couple times, and it literally, I would be able to take care, they'll take over the care. They kind of went, just took over for me basically, while I went downstairs to get some much needed rest. It wasn't easy. At first I felt, my gosh, I felt guilty. All the what if questions flooded through my mind. What if she needs me? What if something happens while I stepped away? What if, you name it. But I soon realized that after I got a much needed break, I was more present and capable, when I stepped back into the room and, back into that caregiver parenting role, so I ask you this, do you feel no matter how much you do, how much you take on, how many hours you work, that you're still falling short, that you don't feel like you're enough, you don't feel like you're doing enough? And do you feel like somewhere along the way, you've lost sight of yourself? You've lost sight of your vision. You've lost your joy. You feel like things are just spiraling out of control and going so fast that you don't have time to think. You're simply reacting to everything that comes up in your life. I would say that most of my clients are in this exact spot when they reach out to me, so if you're wanting some help and are open to see how a personal coach can help you turn this out of control mess into a life of peace and joy again, because it is possible, schedule a breakthrough session with me. Let's work together to uncover what you really want in your life and find out what's in your way and stopping you from achieving the goals and better life that you desire. So I'd love to talk to you. The scheduling link is in the description below this video. And then the last daily habit I want you to do is to start focusing on mindfulness. So being mindful and present in every day of your life. I have an upcoming course on how to be present in your life. So if you're interested in checking, once it goes live, just let me know. We really go deep on how to adopt this mindfulness habit into your life and really create incredible positive changes. Now, this is the end of the first video in the series. So later this week, stay tuned for when I upload the second part of this series. We're going to be I'm going to be diving further into what you can do to help deal with stress and overwhelm in your life and how specifically you can start living your life again, with joy and satisfaction and purpose. So don't miss these key tools that you're going to need to implement this into your life. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified when I post this next video in my series. So thanks for watching. I hope you got value out of this. I will see you in the next video.